Now we are? All right. Good morning, everyone. This is a official start to our Snild Standing Committee on Zoning meeting. Our meeting is now starting at 10:04 a.m. And we have a quorum with 3 members present, so I will call this meeting to order. I would like to welcome everyone and thank you for coming here today. To the members of the community who are in the gallery or online, thank you for joining us. I would like to remind all in attendance the general COVID safety guidelines. Please wear a mask, especially while indoors. Please practice social distancing. Sanitize your hands regularly. There is sanitizer available in the gallery. Please let me introduce the members of our committee on zoning. Today present, we have our vice chair for the committee, Representative Tina Sablan. In the gallery, we have our member, Representative Joel Camacho. Absent today is Representative Yang Tamai, and she is excused. Representative JP Sablan might be coming in a little bit later. I don't know, he didn't mention, but if he isn't here, I'm sure he'll be messaging soon, and he is excused. Is he off island? I didn't get the notice, but thank you for letting us know. So he is excused. Safe travels wherever you are, colleague. Present joining us from the Snild delegation is, well, let me rewind that. Sorry, wrong line. I want to thank our LB staff present today. Assisting us is legal counsel Brendan Layet. IT and streaming, Delbert Camacho, new to the team, welcome. Note taking is Malia Johnson. Legislative Assistant Cameron Nicholas, and our Sergeant at Arms is Ben Terlahi. I would like to make a motion to amend the agenda to make one change in new business with respect to the public hearing. Due to a scheduling conflict on the agenda, it says that the hearing would be scheduled for February 24th. I would like to make a motion to change it to February 22nd. Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Can I get a motion to adopt this amended agenda?
So moved.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Agenda is adopted. We do have minutes from our November meeting. You were all sent the email. I hope you were able to review them. Is there any discussion on minutes? Ready? All right. Can I get a motion to adopt the minutes from November?
Just a quick recess.
Sure. Quick recess. All right, and we are back. Thank you. So you've had a chance to review the minutes. Can I get a motion to adopt the minutes?
And privilege, Madam Chair.
Go for it.
I just wanted to clarify for the record that these are the meeting minutes from October 21st, 2021.
Thank you for the clarification.
And ready.
Yes. All right, motion to adopt has been seconded. Can I, all those in favor say aye?
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. And ayes have it, so minutes are adopted. Moving on onto the agenda, we have old business, starting with House Local Bill 22-22 to amend the Saipan official zoning map sheet 05 of 29 to rezone certain districts to mixed commercial and for other purposes. Discussion. In our previous meeting, to recap, one of the things that we had discussed we would do is have a meeting between the author and the zoning administrator to come up with uh, a, a way to address the issue that they were trying to resolve. And in doing so, we were able to work with the author to come up with a substitute, which has been provided to all the members. Um, this substitute would be House Local Bill 22-22S1. And I believe you've all had that copy. And so would you like to have discussion on that, since that was what we had in our last meeting?
Madam Chair,
Proceed, Vice Chair.
thank you. May I request for just a very brief recess to consult with
Copy.
council?
Recess. Vice Chair, for noticing on the agenda that I failed to make sure that we had public comments, and that is very important to us. So I would like to make a motion to amend the agenda one last time to include a section for public comments. Can I get a second? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. So thank you, public, for your patience. We do want to give you a chance to have public comments. If anyone would like to have public comments, we will open that now. To give public comments, they've set up a little podium outside, so you can do that and then come back in. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam Chair and committee members. Can you hear me?
Yes, please proceed. Thank you.
Okay, I'm just here to make comments on one of the agenda, and I'm not sure if it's in this agenda about the hollow block manufacturing plan. Is it on this agenda? No?
It is not on this agenda today. If you would like to submit written
If it's not in
comments,
this agenda, then I'll just go ahead and forgo my comment then.
you can provide your written comments, which
The
we
amendment
can.
to the, I cannot hear you.
Oh, you can provide your written comments for that particular bill to be included in our next discussion. We are going to have a public hearing that will include that bill. So that's what I was talking about in the first amended agenda to change the schedule from the February 24th to 22nd. So we will also have another opportunity for the public to give public comments on that bill and any others in this committee.
Okay, good. So I'll just go ahead and submit my public comment then to the committee.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Just want to
welcome.
clarify that.
Absolutely.
Oh, for the record, my name is Hermes Sablon,
Thank you.
and I'm from the cinema anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Saban. Any other public comments? All right. Thank you, Representative Sablon, for making sure we may include the public comments. It is very important to us. And thank you, Mr. Sablon, for coming out. I apologize that it wasn't in this agenda, but I can assure you there will be many chances for you to give your input. All right. Whew, moving back onto our agenda. In old business, we were just starting to have the discussion about the possible substitute that was part of the discussion from our last meeting. And so with that, is there any discussion? Recognize Representative Camacho.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to thank you for the several other meetings we've had prior to this meeting today. And I know that we've worked on this bill from the inception of its pre-filing and its appearance in our legislative calendar. So I just want to reiterate that I support this substitute, and also to thank you for reaching out to the zoning office and getting some clarifications, much needed clarification. So thank you.
Thank you too, Representative Camacho. Representative Saban.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, this legislation has gone through quite a lot of review and discussion with various stakeholders, including the zoning office, as well as the author of the bill and other affected stakeholders. And the original legislation sought to address an issue that arose when a particular land lease in a particular area of Saipan was signed with the Department of Public Lands, and the business proposal included auto rental services that at the time that the lease was signed, my understanding is auto rental services would have been allowed in that zoning district. But then the Snild changed the zoning law to remove auto rental from village residential districts as a conditional use, and then this lease was executed, and now we have the potential of this, not just this business but other businesses not being able to operate in other zoning districts of Saipan, and so we've been asked to correct this, but without resorting to spot zoning, which would have been a problem if we had gone with the legislation as originally drafted. So we reviewed the record and recognized that the reason why the village residential zoning district was changed before was to address congestion that was created by auto rental services happening in Garapan primarily. And in discussions with the zoning office, we realized that we could return auto rental service as a conditional use that would be available and allowable if nuisances like congestion and other issues that might arise in particular villages, if those could be addressed by the zoning office. And the zoning office said that they agreed that this would address the problem, and we could do it this way in this substitute legislation and avoid the issues of spot zoning. So I wanted to thank you, Madam Chair, for taking the lead in drafting this substitute legislation. I do want to offer just kind of a minor amendment to the findings, just to clarify the last part, the last sentence on page 2, starting at line 3. If I may just offer, the amendment would read, furthermore, auto rental services will be conveniently available to residents and businesses within these districts, period. And so just to replace that last sentence, if I could offer that as
Second.
an amendment.
All right. Oh, can I get a second? All right, we got a second. So, LA, you got that? All right. With all those in favor for the amendment to the last line there, say aye.
Aye.
All right. All those opposed say nay. And the ayes have it. So the amendment is adopted. Thank you. And Representative Saban, thank you for sharing the background as to what this bill's intent was and how it arrived here with the changes that are presented to us today. Now that we've gotten that amendment, shall we move to pass this bill? Yes, legal? Short recess? All right, and we're back. So just to clarify, we actually had not yet adopted the substitute. And so the language that we're just discussing will be part of the substitute in it. And so can I get a motion to adopt the substitute?
I move to adopt the substitute.
And can I get a second? All right, it's been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. And the ayes have it. House Local Bill 22-22 S1 is now adopted with all the changes in language. And that's that. Moving on to new business. We would like to let the public know we are going to be having a public hearing scheduled on February 22nd, which is a Tuesday, which would address any other bills in this committee, which would include this bill as well, and the other bills that you might be waiting for in the gallery. I am still trying to confirm a venue right now, but I am looking at Marianas High School as a central location with a large space that can accommodate the public. And I will be working with our LA teams, our LB teams to get that plan going. So you can look for that announcement in the near future. That's next up on my list of things to do. Any other new business that want to be shared? Yes, Rep. Sabal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So just to clarify then, so even this substitute bill that we've just adopted will be part of the public hearing agenda? Okay, so we're not drafting any committee reports yet at this point.
Maybe can we discuss that? Recess. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Just to clarify, we were just making sure that it's clear that we will not be preparing a committee report for this particular bill that we just were discussing. This bill will also be part of the public comments that will be scheduled on the 22nd. All right, moving on the agenda is announcements. Any announcements from our members? Okay, moving on to adjournment. Can I get a motion to adjourn? And all those in favor, say aye. All those opposed, you can stay. And this meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much for coming.